the reason he's putting in Kash Patel, the reason he wanted Gates at DOJ, now Pam Bondi, is because he wants his people, but not just his people. Protect me from these agencies. Don't let them come after me, and go after the people who went after me. Is that what is about to happen?
Well, I think it's a very complex issue, Chris, but I think you're on to it, which is that the president, any president, has the prerogative to put in charge of, in their cabinet, who they want to run these agencies. That you and I agree on that. President's prerogative. The Senate, they have a job of advice and consent, but with 53 Republican senators, Republican senators are going to be hard pressed to vote against any of these nominees, because they're going to be looking at Republican primaries if they do. So that's where we're going to get into some potential issues going down the road. Now, on Kash and on Pam Bondi and others, the president is putting in change agents. That's what he promised the American people, and that's what he's doing. He is putting in people who are going to tear it out by its roots. The American people, you're correct, it was a rejection election. They rejected the FBI as it is today and DOJ as it is today. And they rejected Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for the lies that they perpetrated, to your points of covering up his decline, of him not being a one-term president. And of course, like you, Chris, I'll be honest, it's the old shock. There's gambling going on here. You know, he lied. Of course he lied about protecting his son. Of course he was always going to pardon Hunter Biden. Anybody who didn't think that he was, I think, is not paying any attention to our politics today. But Joe Biden lost a lot of credibility, not with Republicans, but with Democrats today. That's really, that's real.
But that's part of the hypocrisy.
You see these people, Chris,
but that's part of the problem.
I get it. But when you see members of Congress, members of the Senate, former administration officials saying how disappointed they are, that harms Joe Biden. And let me just say, it's an embarrassing end to a disastrous presidency.
I don't think pardoning his son is embarrassing. Okay, I really don't. Dave, would you pardon your son?
Yeah, of course it is. Well, yes, but it is embarrassing for this reason, Chris. The blanket, and you described it very well in the open, which is it protects him from Burisma from the time Joe Biden sat there as vice president saying that he's going to withhold funds, whether the big guy's getting money, all of these things, and if he gives a pardon to his brother, which you and I both expect, and maybe others within the family unit that need them, he's trying to protect not only them but himself. What they're forgetting is, just like with Donald Trump, state attorneys general and state agencies can open investigations. We could see a whole slew of problems.
Exactly what happened to Trump.
The House and Senate.
But I'm just saying,
right?
Dave,
the House and Senate
I get
can now
it.
call these people, and
you.
they can't claim the Fifth Amendment now.
I agree. I'm with you. Here's my problem with it. I don't care about any of it compared to comprehensive immigration reform, compared to figuring out how to keep social media from censoring opinions that the owners don't like. This is what people are worried about, not one side constantly getting into power and going after their opposition again. I really hope that you guys are careful about it. And I don't put, by the way, Kash Patel and Pam Bondi in the same bucket, by the way. I think Pam Bondi was a good choice. I think she checks both boxes. She's got legitimate credentials, and obviously she comes from Trump world. Kash Patel, I think, is a tougher sell.
Yeah, I disagree. He's not as well known as Pam Bondi, but he is not
because he never did the job.
Kash Patel served as chief of staff for the Department of Defense. That's 3 million plus employees, $740 billion a year budget, and $2 trillion in assets. He served as the deputy national security advisor. This is a guy who oversaw all 17 intelligence agencies. He worked as a prosecutor in the Obama Justice Department. He has incredible experience. He has a depth of knowledge. And let me tell you, Kash Patel is exactly the right kind of person to get in there